Hello, everybody. My name is Max Farrow. This is Dex Atomic and DexFXMarkets.com website. In this series, we're going to be talking about starting here, and this is basically a very quick overview of who we are and what we've done. We'll talk about these particular questions. Who are we? What have we done? What are we trading? What are you trading with? And what can we do for basically helping you get to that idea of success? Let's start with who are we? We're DexFXMarkets.com, as you know, but we're owned by a team of 6 people under an LLC called Our City Investments. We started in 2014 as a marketing firm and an investment network. And we had made a connection one day and wanted to work with this company overseas in the binary trade network. And we built a piece of software and some solutions for them, as well as traded on those networks ourselves. Me personally and my family lost over $115,000 in that network due to scammers. It was very unfortunate because we were heavily involved, not just on the working side of the process of trading, but also on the building of software that could help people learn how to trade. It was unfortunate that we got ripped off from there, but it taught us a valuable lesson. That building a real trading system that didn't take advantage of people was going to be very difficult. But we wanted to give it our all. That was 6 years ago. Now, look where we've come. Now, we've many hats with the same head, okay? We started out as a signal network with DexSignals.com back in 2015-16 area, and then graduated to Split Trading Network, which was sort of like, we thought, well, let's go from signals to trading. It was the same website, it was the same people, same process. We weren't trying to like rebrand to do whatever. We just wanted to make sure that we got the brand correct. It took us a little while. And we also had an indicator network called DexIndicators.net, where we thought maybe if we split the tools, the people who want tools would go there and the people who want to trade would go to the other. But then what we found that the Dex brand was better suited to be all-inclusive, and just in one spot. So we decided to do it all one more time, and we called this, the very last time, DexFXMarkets.com. That's where you're at now. Now, what have we built besides a fancy website? Well, many systems with the same goal. Over the years, we have built many systems, from signal solutions to indicator tools to trading strategies to trading networks, all that gave us so many signals a day. And our proprietary indicator for support and resistance is a very powerful tool, and many people use it. That's outside the scope of what we use it on for Nadex. There's people who use that indicator to help them decipher levels and work, so that we're very proud of that support and resistance. But as we began to find that so many tools, so many things that we had, so many signal networks, we decided to try to start boiling it down to what really works. And what are we trading on? What are we physically trading? Well, it's a simple exchange. It's called Nadex, the North American Derivative Exchange. If you don't know what a derivative is, check it out on Google. A derivative is basically us looking at the market of Forex, the foreign exchange, and making determinations with another trader. Basically, we go into a bet, if you will, that we feel like it'll be higher or lower at a particular time. Now, inside this network, there's a lot of training on what Nadex is and a derivative and what Forex is, so I'm not going to go at that into this video. The main company, the main exchange, is based in Chicago. Their main company is out of the UK. And this exchange, we trust emphatically. There is a lot of work that has gone into making that exchange very, very powerful and has a long-term effect within this country. There's millions of people trading on the Nadex brand. Hasn't always been that way, but we've worked very hard to work with them. Now, we have no conflict of interest with this company at all, since we do not take any money from them for anything, basically, other than the trading money that we make when we trade. We did that for a reason, because we did not want to be have a conflict of interest, if you will, to where that company is doing something wrong, we're just going to turn a blind eye. Trust me, we're going to let you know. The next question, what are you trading with? Now, this is the big one. We talked about some of the tools that we have built, like signal systems, but let's break it down to the actual final set of tools that we have built that we're going to stand on top of this mountain for forever from this point on. Our trading tools are built by us, for us. most people say, Max, why did you go out and build all this stuff? Well, I'll tell you, I needed to build something for myself. I wanted to be a successful trader, and I've become one using my tools. But I needed to sharpen my tools and make sure that they were of the right caliber, and we finally got there. Now, we originally started out trying to find a good system, and we called the DEX Atomic. And this system is, as you probably see on the screen here, has support and resistance areas, has arrows that depict lots of things. But we're going to be talking about the DEX Atomic X series as well, which sort of takes it to the next level. And then we built the ZDON, and of course the entire network, which we call the DEX Exclusive Network, which has a lot of people involved. Our tools and our systems are built upon indicators, what we refer to as TradingView.com. This is another company. So we have our company, Nadex, and TradingView.com as the triad of things that we know that this process works very well. There's a lot of security, there's a lot of data, there's a lot of strength. And before, our network was sort of having a little bit of a hard time keeping up with the data control. So we decided, let's Nadex do this exchange and trading, let TradingView do the heavy lifting with all the data, and let us build the tools that connect the two. In fact, we have lowered our price down so much that in order for you to be able to work with TradingView as well, it's not very expensive over there, but you can also use not all of our tools, but our mainline tool, the DEX Atomic, with the free system over at TradingView. Now, let's talk about a little bit of a breakdown, the DEX Atomic. Now, this program, when it first started, was held on our website. Very, very difficult to use, but yet a lot easier than most. We created the DEX Atomic as a strategy as well, and this system is fully manual. So you got to go to the chart, you got to look at the arrow, you got to depict what level you want to use, go grab your statement from Nadex. You got to do all that stuff all by your lonesome, right? So you're going to learn how to build under the support and resistance indicator. It is very powerful, and we believe that every person should start right here and learn the basic programs and strategies, support and resistance. You learn about the HILT method, the high, low, and time method. You learn how to write a box on, do all that kind of stuff inside the very beginning part of it, which is the DEX Atomic. But this is 100% manual. There's nothing done for you other than the arrows, the support and resistance, and the moving average all on the chart, those indication systems. The next level up is the DEX Atomic X, and the X is for what we refer to as ZDON, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But it's a semi-automatic system, basically taking all the things from the DEX Atomic that you need to do, like make your HILT box, choose your direction, choose whether or not it's above or below the moving average, all that kind of stuff, and validates it for you through some variables and allows you to move on very quickly to make a decision, a statement, which means that you're able to quickly see a level, go over to Nadex, make that trade very quickly. So it's semi-auto, but you still have to make the connection yourself from what level you want to trade on over at Nadex and what time period, and do that manually still. Now, the DEX Atomic X, being the X, does stand for ZDON and that connection. This system also has an alert system, which can send you an email or an SMS text. And we have many people who use this process, but again, they've had to go through a lot of training on how to use the main strategy and what the main strategy is and what it works with. There's many variables in this process and 3 risk levels, which we'll talk more about in training. Now, the ZDON. The ZDON... casually enough, is just Nadex spelled backwards, right? But the ZDON is a very powerful bot, and it can be loaded onto your computer. It's your program, goes to your computer. Once you attach it to your computer, the only thing it ever connects to us with is when you load it up, we make sure that you have a license. That's it. That's the only thing. We don't know what your passwords are. We don't know how much money you're making. We don't have any other connection to the system other than it just checks for a license. And we like it like that. Why? Because it's your information. We don't want to be responsible for it. So you'll attach it to your computer, and then we'll show you how it will read from your email and then from the alert system from the DEX Atomic X. And then it'll shoot over to to Nadex automatically, because you'll load in your information. Again, we don't want to know your information for Nadex or anything else. And it will basically hunt out for the email from your alert system from TradingView, take that information and go over to Nadex and make the trade. It's very powerful. It's very easy. It's very light. So it's not going to take a lot of information. Now, we do suggest that you do get a VPS, which we have over at Dex Web Tools. But if you're going to use it on your home computer, then it's going to be more at your risk. All right. So basically, we've created a fully automated system with the ZDON. Now, the final system is the network itself, and that's the DEX exclusive network. With as many people as we have trained and worked with over the years, and how proud we are that we've created a network that we could take people who want to talk to each other and work with each other through their trials and tribulations. Trading is not an easy solution. And if you're not willing to put the hard work in, and sometimes you need to kind of maybe a little bit of a push from your peers to help get you through these milestones. And that is the DEX exclusive network, and where we all meet every single day and talk about the things that we're building and working on. This has been a very exciting time because we're coming to fruition on building all of our main tools and strategies down to one working tool and strategy. And boy, does it work. So if you're not in there, you're going to be missing out. Now, what can we do for you? Here at DEX, we've had this mission statement since we've started: to help as many people get to their idea of success. We say their idea because there's so many different people and different mentalities. We don't know what your idea of success is until we meet you, until we understand what you want to do. Some people want to make $1,000 a month. Some people want to make $20,000 a month. You can't give them both the same strategy. One looks a little different than the other because you have to work very hard to make that 20,000 or even 1,000. But let me tell you, you both end up doing the same kind of amount of work. One just uses more volume than the other. So we have to make sure that you receive that information. So that's our DEX mission statement. But our main goal is to help you learn the basics, train you in building consistent base. Consistency, that's a big thing. You're going to hear a lot of it inside the network called CVG. You're also going to learn how to help provide yourself with volume. And this is going to take a little while. You know, you're going to have to what we call incrementally crawl up to a level to where you will eventually get to your idea of success. And we want to help you design that path to get to your goal so it's easily repeatable. You know, all these companies out there that are like, oh yeah, go in and trade and we teach you how to trade. We'll give you a bot and do all this stuff. We've never found one that is repeatable. Like, you can probably get some results, but never something sustainable and consistent. We have sustainable and consistent values that we work with here. But that's basically it. There's a lot of stuff. Every person's journey is going to be a little bit different, and it's going to be unique. And we're here to help you. And final, choose to start at the beginning or follow your spirit to a more advanced level. The choice is yours. You can always start over and rewatch all the videos and just start at the basics again if you find yourself being strayed. It takes hard work, it takes time, and it takes money to achieve your idea of success. So be prepared to be challenged and driven. Look forward to seeing you inside. I'm Max Farrow. This is DexFXMarkets.com. And as always, trade well.